So it's not completely right, but it's definitely not as wrong as it was. We are starting to pick up more points. We're starting to pick up some wins here and there. 2, not 4, 2. We're hoping to make it 4 or even more today, as we've been on a little bit of form. We've forced a replay in the FA Cup, which in my eyes is a win, even though we've got to play them again. And of course, we have picked up a win the game before that. We are 3 unbeaten. Let it continue. Yes, people, not starting on the spoilers today, as welcome back to episode number 7 now of this Grimsby Town to Glory, season number 1 here in EFL League 2. And before I show you the table, of course, I'm going to say this before I spoil it for you guys. If you haven't seen the previous ones, please do go ahead and get yourselves familiarised. I can't even say that word. I'm not even going to try and say that word because I can't speak. But make sure you've gone ahead and watched those. Leave them a like if you enjoy. And of course, if you're new around here, new to the channel and new to the series, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a trick. As Wilkinson Player of the Month, we are rock bottom still. We are second bottom is Colchester, should I say, who we did beat in the last episode. We have 2 wins. Still 8 draws and 10 defeats, and them draws mostly a 0-0 because you can see as well we don't score enough goals. That is our issue. Not that really we're playing bad, it's we need goal scorers. As the form, you can see 2 draws this month as we start away to Carlisle before Gillingham, Doncaster Rovers in the FA Cup again, the replay away from home this time, Leyton Orient away from home, and AFC Wimbledon away from home. As I don't know what I'm going to do with that Donny game. I think it might be a simulation, you know. I do really want to play in this league. I want to get us up the league. That is my primary focus. But then I'll regret it if we don't go through in the cup. I'm torn. We have played in the FA Cup already, but we're not progressing. You can see 3 players asking to play. Michi Efete, Brennan Kiernan's asking to play, and Niall Mayer. Only one of them, should I say, is actually going to play, I think. As Jordan Maguire-Drew is cleared for training. That's a good thing. Great to have him along in training as the team for this first game against Carlisle away from home, which I think we are going to be playing, is Crockham in goal. We've got Kierwan, Mayer, Dolan's back in as captain, and Gleno a little bit tired, but I'm going to trust him with Harry on the wing instead of Kiernan because he's leaving soon. We've got Reggie Stone and Gavin Houlihan in the middle, giving Morris a rest, with Khan on the right, Bim Pepple and Ryan Taylor actually working as a unit together up front. So they will stay as the strikers until we get McAtee, until we get Richardson, and hopefully maybe another one through the door. We're going to play this one to hopefully continue the form, as I really want to get some together. 3 unbeaten, let's make it 4. And the commentary said 2 teams with attractive football. I'm hoping that's right for us, as Kelly in goal, Finn back, Jack Ellis, Duncan Idahan ex-Grimsby, Morgan Feeney, Jack Armour, Callum Guy, Owen Moxon scored against us in real life, Dickinson, Show Silver and Omari Patrick. Against 5 at the back here at Brunton Park, as now we need to get going. Not the true BP's, got to be said. Doesn't compare to Blundell Park, as Reggie Stone with the pass just into Harry Clifton, round the corner into Bim Pepple. I've got Taylor just running in front. This is a good bit of passing out of that area though, as Reggie Stone, unlucky, trying to build something as they've got to run on down this right hand side. Dolan puts it across. They've got a man in the box, Omari Patrick. 9 minutes into this one away from home, Carlisle strike a lead. When I said we want to get form going, we go behind. Just get me to January because this is not a great start. Just force his way through the middle, no pressure. Dolan easily rounded and Crockham beaten at his far post on the angle. It's 1-0 to the U's. That's not a great start. First shot, first goal, but I've got a feeling with the way we're playing at the moment, we did come back against Donny, although it was 1 goal granted. I've got to have faith as I think Bim Pepple's injured. Yes, he is. That's absolutely brilliant. So Dan Cox is going to have to come up front. Him and Taylor. A youngster and an aging one. We really aren't doing well with the strikers, as Otis Khan back in the middle to Gavin Houlihan. We'll get that pass across into Reggie Stone. Look at Harry Clifton. He just can't get that pass through. Every time we pass it on the ground, there's someone there to read it. Let's keep that in. Good work from Reggie. Into Ryan Taylor, round the corner. Here's Dan Cox. He did get man of the match against Doncaster, it must be said, as that's a brilliant ball through to Otis Khan. Heavy touch, but he still put it over the goalkeeper. It is one apiece. 20 minutes into this one. Otis Khan, well, he's finally scoring a goal this season from that right mid spot. And it's a brilliant ball from the youngster Cox. He's got the number 9 shirt, and his first touch, look at that. Defender should have got it, but he puts it through the gap and just over the goalkeeper. One apiece. I say they come dribbling forward. We can't let them score their second shot of the game. Finally, actually, we are scoring goals now. We're not on this rut as that's a goal kick. And I get we're not winning all the time still, but just the feeling of scoring goals consistently is nice. I feel like we can get back into games as Harry Clifton with a chance. It's saved. Open goal, and we've took the lead in this first half. Harry Clifton, both wingers getting goals in the first half against Carlisle, and when you think they score, Grimsby aren't getting back into it, we managed to do so against the playoff chasing Carlisle. It's not a great save, and it's tapped in from the youngster, the Grimsby through and through. One of our own should I say, gets on the score sheet. Two players that actually haven't scored in a while. Let's look at Dan Cox making a run, flicked it on to Taylor. We've got Reggie Stone in the middle, back out to Harry Clifton. If we could make it 3, imagine 3 goals in one half is amazing as Reggie Stone lines one up. And it's a good save from the keeper. Grimsby Town seem back in this game. I know it's only 1, but I'm hyping it up whilst I can as Khan with a decent ball looking for Taylor. It'll fall to Niall Mayer. Passed on the edge of the box, Harry Clifton. Blocked with a header. Almost half time. Matty Dolan. That's brilliant from the centre back. When you've got to win that race, don't want them attacking. A win here would just feel sensational as a bad pass through. Not a great touch from Reggie Stone, who's lost it in the middle to Amori Patrick. And that's around the corner. Crockham off his line to swoop that one up as it's almost half time. What a first half this is. We've scored 2 goals in 45 minutes. Need to get this win. Let's keep it up away from home. Very impressed. Let's get out of this relegation zone as Gleno coming across to try and make that tackle. Just unlucky he couldn't get to it, but still we'll watch them as that's a ball into the middle onto Houlihan now. Does play well when he's in the team, Gavin. He makes the team tick. Maybe he's been unfairly unplayed a lot of times. Usually an untouched substitute as we're passing this around. Taylor, that's a heavy touch, but he still managed to keep it. Otis Khan with a good run, unlucky. Still got 4 changes we can make in this game and 2 defensive midfielders to put on, which is a good thing. Has chipped over the top. We've got to read that Matty Dolan, as he perfectly does, into Otis Khan. Now Houlihan back through the middle, the Irish midfielder, as Khan gets it back again. Cut back. Have we got anywhere really to go? No, we'll go down this right hand side again. Look at this from Nico Kerwin, should I say. Running down this line. In the middle to Otis Khan. Now on to Gavin Houlihan, who's going to try and line one up. Strikes the chest of the defender. Taylor pointing to where he wants it. It's a brilliant ball to Reggie Stone. And he's forced a corner. Good play. So I'm going to make changes here. Clifton coming off after the goal for Kiernan and Gleno. I want to save their fitness for a busy December, of course, as that's a decent ball towards Niall Mayer. It might fall there to Kerwin as Mayer staying down. That's not a good one. He's already been injured this season. Might have to put Smith on as well as I've put Danny Amos on. Don't want to change the defence up too much, but might be forced into it. What a great injury to suffer as Omari Patrick running through the back. Niall Mayer still trying to get back a little bit here. We've got to block this cross into the box. It's well done from Otis Khan. Man of the match for me today, I think. If not Houlihan, as that's a good flick on. A brilliant flick on, in fact. And Omari Patrick's got a double. That's just a class goal. Not managing to hang on when we've scored 2 goals. We should be winning the game. A flick on. Poor from Crockham, in my opinion. 2-2. I mean, a draw here wouldn't be the worst with their league position, but I think we've done more as Dan Cox playing brilliantly. Forcing a throw-in down here. Kerwin to throw it into Dan Cox. A pass around the corner. Can we get it one more on? No, that would have been a great pass as now they're going to try and counter-attack us. It looks like they've got past Smudge. Danny Amos. Super Dan with the read right there as Smudge. No. What is that pass? They just bottled the pass as well, to be fair to him. So Omari Patrick getting close. We've got to be quick here. Not long of this game left as Ryan Taylor making a run through the middle. Here is Taylor! What a save. What a save as I pulled my microphone out of my ears. in disgust. Omari Patrick coming off the bench as here's Otis Khan with a delivery. It is a shocking delivery. It'll fall to Reggie Stone. Back onto Smith. Through the middle if we're onside, which we are. Taylor scores in the 92nd minute and we will win the game against Carlisle. Ryan Taylor, the Ginge, with the goal at the death. That'll be 4 unbeaten, and that will be what looked like the escaped 3 points coming back to Cleethorpes with us. What a goal. Taylor stays onside somehow, passes it underneath the goalkeeper, and it should be kick-off and game over, referee. We've had the minutes. There we go. Another 3 points in the bag. A big win. Oh, that is a good feeling. That is a good feeling. Off the bottom of the league, Colchester go on. I know it's a road to glory, but I'm celebrating it. I don't care. It's a good achievement as we've got Gillingham to play and Wimbledon who are around us. We can get out of this position we're in as Pepple injured for 4 weeks. Niall Mayer 5 days. Not good to lose 2 players, but we've got the win from it. A true class outing right there, as even Bryn Morris was on the bench as best midfielder. Was not in the squad, as he's saying he can see stuff's working out. Glad it worked out well, but maybe not for you, mate, because the team played really well without you. And I'm a fan of Bryn Morris, so it's harsh to say, as we've had to change it up for this next game, straight into it against Gillingham. A strong bench as Smith comes into the lineup. Of course, 2 changes are forced, Smith and Cox, that is, but to be fair, he might have started anyway. He had a brilliant game. A young player who looks like he can do some business. 2 left footers up front. As Danilo Wars is back on the bench, he's recovering from injury. Maguire Drew's still not fully there. As Neil Meyer's actually fully back. I'll put him in, because I love Smudge in real life, but he's not doing it in this save as much. And I think that will be the change that I keep with. Superdan on the bench did okay off the bench, as that's what I am going to do. 1 change, Cox up front. It's the winning lineup that got us the result. We go against Gillingham. And for this one, back at home. Of course, as wins in game came away from home. Colchester and Carlisle, as they've got Maynard Brewer in goal. Alexander, Aymer, Baggett, Law, Mackenzie, O'Keefe, Green, Alex McDonald, Ollie Lee and Mikel Mandron. Scored at BP in real life. Let's stop it here. And a team that gave us a very good game in real life at Blundell Park. We essentially want to be leapfrogging them here. It's got the worst home record we actually have in real life, so it's realistic, this game, isn't it? Oh, great. 1 win, which was the Stevenage one, as Mayers over-dribbled that one. Need to release it sooner, and we have done here. Harry down the line. We'll get that pass into Dan Cox. Look at that beautiful run from Gavin Houlihan, who should have us 1-0 up. I think he can get a better chance than that, Gavin, as now we've got it down the side. We've got a chance to cross. Harry Clifton, Dan Cox arriving, and Houlihan both going for it as the wrestle to the ground. Their man's the one who stays down. He was the one who looked like he was grabbing Gavin, so serves him right, harshly said, as Neil Mayer dribbling forward. I mean, we're very high, which I do like, very high up, as games had to be stopped. That's not fair, pushing us back all the way to the goalkeeper. As hang on, Crockham, what was that? Was letting it go there, as here's Harry Clifton in the middle, Reggie Stone, here's Ryan Taylor, Dan Cox making a run, and it might fall to the youngster, who puts us 1-0 up against the Gills. Dan Cox has now got an assist and a goal in the lineup, and he'll do a bit of breakdancing. One of our own has took his position up front due to injuries, and he's taken it with both hands. What a goal! Just cut them apart. Good passing from the left-hand side. Ryan Taylor threads it through, and a first-time hit on the weak foot, should I add. Right foot. He's left-footed. The number 9. We gave him it at a young age, and he is thriving with it. I can't say it enough. Once we got a win in the league, I always had faith we'd hit a bit of form, and we are actually scoring goals now, which pleases me. As the dribbling away right here, the number 10, easily swatted by Reggie Stone, doing some defensive duties, but they've still got the ball on the edge, just drifted past us and over the top. Dolan potentially has to be a little bit stronger there, but still, they didn't score. We're not going to let that drop us, as now Dan Cox with a good pass to him in the middle. He's found Ryan Taylor. Not quick enough threading it through, but Reggie Stone's agile with it at his feet. Into Dan Cox. This is brilliant passing. Gavin's in the box. He's making a run. Header on net. Ryan Taylor to tap it in. And we have a 2-0 lead at Blundell Park. This is Grimsby. This is brilliant play. Yes, a tap-in, but we've created it. A good save initially by the keeper, but Taylor on hand. Goal, should I say strikers scoring goals. Glennon with the ball right here, hooks it away into Matty Dolan. As the half-time whistle goes, 2-0. 2 goals scored in 45 minutes at Blundell Park. The best half of football we've played, if you ask me, as here's Reggie Stone straight away on the ball into Ryan Taylor. Threads it through that gap, and can we hit a first-time ball in, Kirwan? That's a good one. And, oh, it's a bad injury actually for Reggie Stone. He's gone down with it. I don't want to play the youngster whilst he's injured. I'd rather keep him okay, so I'll put Morris on. I don't want him badly as a ball through here onto Mikel Mandron. What a save, Crockham. What a stop from our number 1. Brilliant, brilliant stoppers. Now we've got Adelucan coming on. He's a decent player. Need to win this header, Meyer. As he does, he's hit the deck, but at least he's got back up as they've got the ball here. Drilled it near post, but we've managed to read that one as we'll turn out. Dan Cox, the striker, keeping hold of this ball. Brilliant dribbling, feeding the ball through, which isn't a bad one. And Danilo Orsic putting the pressure on there as that's a brilliant tackle from the striker. And Dan Cox finds him with a pass. This is created by the substitute. We'll power this one. Oh, and he's put it wide. Dan, you've got to score that. As I've gone ahead and made the other changes, we've gone ahead and put it to a 4-5-1. Added Green in the midfield, took Dan Cox off because he's tiring. He's had a brilliant game as the youngster. And we've put Super Dan on at left back. Big fan of Danny Amos, so might as well give him a bit of game time when he's on the bench. As we'll pass that through the middle. Brilliant killer pass. Straight onto Gavin. As we'll put that across one more. Kiernan with a run. Options in the middle for him. Kiernan's going to dink that across. Too high. Probably should have tried the shot as win that header, Kieran Green. Brilliant. Danilo Orsi just can't get that ball over the top, but it might find... well, it tried to find Gavin Houlihan. Not long left in this game against the Gills, though, and this has been a perfect display from us. Really, 5 goals scored in 2 games, 5 unbeaten after the rut we had at the start where we couldn't even buy a win in 12 games. This is a brilliant outing as that's round the corner into Kirwan. He's going to run as Nico. Can it be 3-0? I'd love it to be. Behind, Green gets there, but not good enough to beat the keeper, but good enough all round to get the second successive win. 5 unbeaten. Brilliant going, Mariners. And straight after that game, now we're on form, I get reminded that some players are leaving, which is brilliant stuff. I definitely want to sign some of them up. There's Reggie Stone. Broken toe. He's out for 3 months. Oh, that's great then, innit? I mean, we have got midfielders to replace him, but not a great one. As I definitely need to sign some of these players up, and I think I've got to start... Jeez, there's a lot of them, actually. Oh, my days. I think I've got to start with these 2 at the top. I'm going to go... Actually, Maguire hasn't played much. I'm going to test him before January to see if he can get a place in the team. I'm going to sign Crockham up, and I might just go for the youngsters. Aaron Braithwaite, Jamie Bramwell, maybe... It's a good hit potential. Anyway, we'll start with Crockham, a 2-year contract. I do want to be going for 2-year ones. And the wage. Would he take a decrease? I know we've got the promotion. Oh no, I don't want to decrease it. That's a bit harsh. I'll go for 1.3, the same that he's already on. Sees it as reasonable. He stays for 2 years. That's a good extension, as I think I'm going to go Battersby, Braithwaite and Bramwell. But I'm going to sign them up delegating wise, so not much money. Or actually, it doesn't let me do the contract that way, so we'll do it in 700 for Ollie Battersby. He signs up. As Braithwaite asking for 4 years, I don't really think I can offer that, you know. I think I could get better youngsters. I'm sorry to him. I really did want to keep him here, but I'm not offering 4 years. I don't want to sign big contracts. Sounds weird, but I want this realistic, so I don't want to go long term. Jamie Bramwell wants the same. No. As I think we'll leave the rest of them for now. Maguire, Drew, Pearson, Cropper, Wern, Taylor. Is he retiring at the end? No, he's still going, is Taylor. And Super Dan with Bryn Morris. Ooh. I'm going to see how he does in this next game, but at least we've got his goalkeeper signed up, or both goalkeepers, should I say. As we're going to the FA Cup next. This is the lineup we're going for. You can see changes. Taylor and Orsi up front. Pearson's in, Hunt's in, Smith, Super Dan, Efete, and Kieran Green in the midfield. So quite a few changes. I know we fought so hard for the result in the first one, as this will be simulated. It's harsh, I know, but we've got a message from a player, a chat. Someone asking to play, Harry Clifton. Don't worry, I'll come to the right decision. You'll play in the league, mate. I want you for the league because we're doing well in that at the moment. So it's going to be a difficult one to get. They've got some tired plays in there, though, Donny. Away from home, it's going to be a 2-1 win. Oh, 3 wins already as Alex Hunt with the first goal. Danilo Orsi missed a penalty. Miller with a reply, but Danilo Orsi won us the game late on as we progress in the FA Cup. A fantastic outing again as it's on to Leyton Orient now. And a player returning from injury. Lewis Richardson's returned as goal scorer early on. It's going to be hard to kind of get him in the team right now. Is Maguire Drew back? He is. He's fully back. I think he's got to start on the bench with his fitness as Hunt is there, Green. It's going to be hard to fit Kiernan in now. We've gone from 0 to everything at the moment. Everyone's playing the part as that's the team. You can see it out on screen right there. We've gone for Orsi and Cox up front this time. Leyton Orient are doing well in the league this season. We are 22nd. I do want to play the other game that we have, so I'm going to simulate Leyton Orient. Not a tired team for them. We've got one tired player in there. Can we get a result against them? A 1-1 draw ain't bad. It isn't a defeat. Ryan Taylor off the bench with a goal. And Pratley, late on to be fair, only just levelled it up. As I think for the next one, we are going to change it around a little bit. We're still going to keep Richardson out. I'm going to, unfortunately, drop Hunt again. I know he's a good player, but I just can't fit him on that bench when we need another winger because I'm pushing Clifton inside. I'm starting Maguire Drew. He's just a crossing option, which we do need. With Khan on the other side, Morris and Clifton going to partner up. I'll have Clifton nearer the left. Can we just make him a left centre mid? There we go. And make him a right centre mid with Orsi and Taylor now up front on their respective sides. Cox dropped to the bench, but of course will come off of it because he's playing very, very well. Away at Wimbledon, 1 point above us. We're in 22nd. I took that point against Leyton Orient. I thought it was a good one. But we're going to try and go for more. And Will Jaskalainen in goal for them. Chris Gunter, a good player. Luke Jenkins, Alex Pearce, Will Nightingale, the captain. And a hero of the last Grimsby save we had, Lee Brown. 5 at the back. Chislett, Magoma, Asal, Young Coombs and Davison. We've got to keep on going, of course, as Maguire Drew on the ball today. Of course, Doncaster in 5th, and we beat them in the cup with his rotational lineup. It is 1 draw and 3 wins. We want to keep it up. What a change it is from the usual as Taylor tries to step away. Got to be a foul. Thank you, referee. Almost 10 minutes in a good position for a free kick. Dolan stood over it. I want to give this Maguire Drew as I want to try and strike this one, you know. Do trust JMD. Going for that little option in the wall. Try and curl that around. Unlucky. Just a tad unlucky. So we'll pass that in the middle with Bryn Morris. We're taking the game to the Dons right here, which I do love. And they probably don't love hearing them call that as Clifton from range. Whew. I really thought that was in the back of the net. As a corner ball here, we've got Maguire Drew for his set pieces back. Just try to float one in at the near post and catch them off guard as he'll win that ball back again. Edge of the box. It's Harry again into Bryn Morris. They'll have to work well together. Danilo Orsi is going to wait for Kirwan to make a bit of an inward road. Got Taylor in the middle. Almost hit Maguire Drew. They've got men running forward now, Dons, and they'll try and catch us on the counter. Davison out wide. That's a brilliant tackle. Kirwan got back to make it. It's a brilliant ball down the line into Maguire Drew. He's got space to run at. He needs some support though. Danilo Orsi offering it. It's a good ball into him. Slow turn, but somehow fouled. I mean, I guess I'll take that free kick. I don't think that's a shooting one for Maguire Drew, but you know what? YOLO it. I'm going to go for it again. Try and get some power on it maybe. He goes for it. Of course not going in. And a ball in the middle right here. He's got past Clifton and rather too easily for my liking as that's a read from Kirwan. Almost half-time 0-0 away from home as we're going to get running down this line. Maguire Drew. Keep on going. This is why you're back in the team. Because you can do stuff like this and make magic happen. As can he get a good cross in? Nobody wins a corner. That's just the instinct we need as Khan's going to take it from this side. Want to whip a deep one in this time into the box. Header 1. Off the line. Keeper stayed down, but we can't get there for a shooting opportunity. Orsi eventually does. Taylor it bounces for. Hits the defender. Just try to get the shot off because I know it's almost half time. And the whistle is blown. 0-0. Good first half. Playing well at the moment as Davison gets that ball through to him. Niall Mayer with a brilliant tackle from behind. Very, very good. As look at that run down this line. Otis Khan. Taylor gets the ball around to him. Come on. We'll just try and keep creating these chances. That's a brilliant ball over. Maguire Drew should have had that. Danilo Orsi locked onto it as we've got the ball back. Bryn Morris can shoot from range. but it's just took away from him. Unlucky as I've got to run down this line. Niall Mayer's got to try and come across as Kierwan found out a position. Backheeled into the number 10 who does get the ball drilled into the box right here. We've got to stay on Davison. Brilliant defending from Dolan. Just stayed on the man and made sure he didn't get the shot off as Maguire drew again to run forward. It's a last minute pass as Horsey's got to be better this game. Not a good game for Danilo, who did of course get us that win in the cup as we've got the turn pass. Still going forward. Not a great one again from Kierwan. He's not having a good one. Round the corner now into the man forward. Good interception. And Pell coming on off the bench as Kierwan. He's come onto the field along with Dan Cox up front as he's managed to get the ball away right here. Jordan Maguire drew round the side to Kiernan. That's a brilliant return ball. He's just got the defender to run at. He's got a bit of pace. Can he put this across the box for a tap in? It's tapped in from none other than Harry Clifton. We take the lead away in London. The Dons go behind. A brilliant bit of play from the substitute Kiernan into the player who took his position, Harry Clifton. But he'll take that goal in his stride. A tap in at the back post. 1-0 Mariners. That is just brilliant as we've got just 20 minutes to go. Of course, all games won't be high scorers, although the first two was. As Gleno coming to the side to try and read his man. Dolan. Oh, what a chest down, but Harry can't really do anything about that. Into the middle, block by Mayer is a match-winning block, I must add, as Dan Cox takes this ball now. Doesn't get his pass off well, so we'll just try and keep this. Neil Mayer puts it out wide. I sometimes call him Neil, sometimes Niall. You know what I mean by it, as now Harry Clifton back in the middle. On to Dan Cox. Just get running. The gap is there. The gap is there, and he's took it through the gap. We're going to try and power this across the net. Just wide. Dan Cox should have a goal as Kiernan, whoa, diving in badly right there. He must go into the book for that, and he does. Brennan Kiernan will be losing him very, very shortly. It might be his last game in town colours, in fact. Good way to leave, if it is, of course, with that brilliant assist and match-winning one as it stands, as we'll get that down the line. Look at that. That is movement we never had before as Harry Clifton just belting it down this line. He needs to cut inside as he does. Brilliant. Danilo Horsey. Maguire drew. Free as a bird. It's 2-0. We've won the game away from home. We are unbeaten in 8 games. And Maguire Drew returns from injury, opens his body up and slots it under the keeper. The Mariners have arrived in this road to glory. Finally, it's just took, what, 7 episodes? Puts it under the keeper. Brilliant finish. Looking like another 2-0. It's not going to be the sack like it was in Nottingham Forest. Hopefully not anyway, but this has been a really good game from us. Just chase them down. Make sure they can't create anything. We'll take this clean sheet. Crockham's new contract and a new clean sheet to go with it. A 2-0 win away from home against Wimbledon. Marks 5 unbeaten, 4 wins, and a progression in the cup. Utterly tremendous display from us as we are 20th in the league. Still not, of course, where we want to be, but it's a step up from being rock bottom. 5 wins now, 24 points. Who's in the playoffs? 35 points. So we are, to be fair, 11 points off, which isn't much, but of course points will be won by these teams in the middle of us, but I think it's good going. Stevenage are in 10th with 6 wins. We have 5. We have 1 less than them. Salford walk in the league as it stands, but I think we're doing very good. Player chat, Otis Khan, I'm proud of you. You're a good player, mate. Very good player. As the squad can, of course, be strengthened next episode. We're heading to January, which maybe is why the players have stepped it up, because they know we can actually make signings now. So they're trying to keep the places in the league. As look at that for the FA Cup draw. Everton away at Goodison. What a draw that is. Beautiful. Let's get some money in. Let's get some signings made. And of course, let's get this road to glory cooking even more than it already is after today. Up 4 places. Very good job. As thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Of course, if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe. And if you've enjoyed it, as my camera is about to die any second, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. There's the ping. And I'll see you guys all later. Take care, in a bit, and peace.